I'm in Kuwait right now, and I've been preparing for BITS since the past month or so, and also some few competitive exams, and that's
okay. Next, anyone can start the next one. Naina? Yes.
Delhi, I'm preparing for BITS for about a month.
Okay. Yeah. Next, Astha. Hello, Astha, are you there?
Yeah, hello.
Yes, please introduce yourself.
So I'm Astha, and I.
Okay, so where do you stay?
Oh, I stay in Greater Noida.
Okay, great. Next, Pushpendra.
Competitive exams, like I have applied for BIT and I've given their billing.
Okay, fine.
Am I audible to you?
Now it's better. Initially, it was not. Okay.
Ma'am, just a second. Let me grab my earphones.
Abhishek.
Hi ma'am, I'm Abhishek. I'm from Hyderabad and even my aim is also BITS.
Okay. And next, what was the name?
Guneev.
Yes, Guneev.
Yes, good evening, ma'am.
Good evening.
I'm Guneev and I'm currently living in Jalandhar and I'm preparing for BITS and other competitive exams as well.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Okay, so anyone left?
Yeah,
Can
Rakshan.
introduce?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Good afternoon, ma'am. My name is Rakshan. I'm from Bangalore. I'm preparing for BITS from like 2 months now.
Okay. And so all are over with the introduction part?
No, me.
Okay. Yes, please.
Yeah, hi, I'm Soumya and I'm currently living in Singapore.
Good and great.
Yeah.
Okay. So all introduction from the student side is over, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, fine. Now let me introduce myself. Okay. So myself Sapna Jha and I am the founder of MyTutorsOnline, and I have been with this institution since the last 3 years. And since the last 3 years, since the inception itself, we started the BITSAT Crash Course. And since the last 3 years, we are having the 100% successful rate on BITSAT. Okay. And you know, at your age, it's not only the BITSAT exam that you're appearing. So even though if you're not able to clear the BITSAT exam, you get a thorough knowledge of the subject, thorough practice of the questions, and you become so confident about other exams as well, like VIT, EAM, CET. There's so many state engineering tests also, right? So it's been like a successful rate with us. All students are at respective universities and they are so happy when they went off learning from here. And the teachers, faculties which we have, they are all 20 plus year experienced tutors. We have the experienced teachers and they are master in the subjects. Okay. Now at this time of coronavirus, you know, it's the online learning only that is compatible with all, because nobody can move outside. It's so dangerous to move outside. So online learning has been a very comfortable learning part with all students, with all teachers to teach, isn't it?
Yes, ma'am.
Good.
Yes.
So now with the online learning, I would like to say some important part. Like for the online class, you should always be available 10 minutes before the class starts. You know why? Because when the class starts and you enter late to the class, what will happen? You will miss some of the points that the teacher was already teaching. And you know, and entering a classroom when the class is in flow, it becomes difficult that for the teacher also to make you enter to the classroom. Okay. So the first and foremost thing for the online learning is to be online at the exact time, at least 10 minutes before the session is going to start. Okay. Next thing, all the exams are being conducted online, isn't it? JEE main exam, online exam is there. BITSAT also online exam is there. So more of the practicing papers physically, you have to be more practicing on the online tests. Okay. Yes?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
ma'am.
So one more thing is you should always be confident. Don't think I don't know anything, because you have been learning class 11, class 12 all the long 2 years, isn't it? So you should always feel confident that this paper is not tough, because when you are thorough with the subject, you have practiced a lot, nothing can deny you the qualification of the exam, right?
Yes.
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Be active, be energetic, and be focused towards your any of the exams you're going to appear. Okay, and right now I'm going to share some tips for BITSAT exam. For that, I would be sharing my screen.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Yes, ma'am.
ma'am.
Okay, so here I'm going to share some tips for the BITSAT exam. Okay, so the tips for the BITSAT exam is like it's a path for your success. The first and foremost step to qualify BITSAT exam is to be thorough with NCERT books. Okay, you know NCERT books is being followed by the CBSE curriculum, and all the national exams they make maximum questions from NCERT books itself. So if you are thorough with the NCERT books, nothing can set you apart from qualifying any of the national level exams. Okay, so when you be thorough with an NCERT books, it will help you clear every aspect of concept related doubts. Okay, yeah.
Okay, ma'am.
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
If anything you're not able to understand, then just let me know. I'm just giving you tips that would help you to qualify the BITSAT exam, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Next thing is the time management. You know, time is so precious. If you are not able to solve any question, and if you are trying to do it, and maybe 10 minutes you are giving to a single question, then maybe in the 3 hours of time you're just able to do just 30 questions, and you know you have to appear 150 questions during the exam. So you have to be very specific about the time management. For that you have to solve and practice time bound model test papers. This will help you to practice a lot and also reduce, you know what, the stress level. Okay, the next tip for the BITSAT exam is to revise formula. Even if you feel like a single formula is so simple, oh I know it every time I am available with this formula, but still you should not leave a single formula untouched. You know why? Because many questions do tend to be formula based. You just need to identify the shortcuts to solve the complicated problems. For that, you should be thorough with the formulas. So this will help you to be faster in solving the problem. Next is English and logical reasoning. You know, English and logical reasoning is also a part of the BITSAT exam, and they just require a basic understanding about the English vocabulary and the comprehension reading part. So no special preparation is required. Just be familiar with the pattern of the questions and practice the questions from wherever you can. We are also providing the questions, and maybe you are also having some physically with the books are available. You can solve those questions and be thorough with the pattern of questions and just do it in the exam. Okay. Then next is you should focus on learning the concepts. This means that just don't solve the questions like, okay, I have to just clear the BITSAT exam. You should focus on all subjects in a way to qualify other exams also. So in this way, if you are not able to qualify the BITSAT, it will help you to qualify other entrance exams. Okay. Okay, good now. Now you should determine the strengths and weaknesses. How will you do that? You should always analyze your weak points. How? The subject wise. Like, you know, if you take chemistry subject and if you feel, okay, I'm not good at organic chemistry, then you can, more practice on the inorganic part and you can score more better in the chemistry by the way of knowing that, okay, I'm good at inorganic. but still do not be so selective with the topics. Now, there may be certain topics in the inorganic itself, like the SPDF block elements. It's not so easy. Yeah, it's not so easy to memorize every reaction of the SPDF block elements. Okay. So you have to, make down some notes where you can go through whenever you get time. Maybe sleeping time, you are going to just see that paper and memorize the reactions. Some of the reactions you memorize, some you may be able to find out, like when magnesium reacts with calcium hydroxide, what would happen? When magnesium reacts with water, what would happen? When magnesium reacts with hydrogen sulfide, what would happen? Okay, so those salt analysis and those inorganic elements, these are very important. When you are thinking, okay, I'm very good in organic, then you should be thorough with that. If you feel, okay, I'm very good in organic, then SN1 mechanism, SN2 mechanism, all the named reactions, these are so important for the organic chemistry part. Now, in the physics part, you have electrostatics, electromagnetism. These are very important topics. And, more important topics the specific teachers would be telling you about. And I'm just giving a general view, okay, these are the important topics on those subjects. So you just try to find out what are your weak points, subject-wise, topic-wise, and any other issues which, that are obstructing you to concentrate on solving the problems. What will happen? You will be able to improve your hold on the weaker aspects, and you will ultimately reach the goal. And one more thing is very important, to keep on revising the topics every day. Okay, maybe in the morning today you revised some topic of the chemistry, and next day you feel, okay, yesterday I had a revision of that, so I do not require it today. No, if you do not revise, 80% of the concepts goes off from your brain. So revision is very important every day. Okay. Next is reading the good English newspapers. As you know, in the BITSAT exam, out of 150 questions, 25 are reserved for logical reasoning and English proficiency. So what you can do is you can give an hour of your day for reading the good English newspapers. So this will help you, to do the grammatical aspect, and you will also be able to do the comprehension of the English subject, right? Next part is that you should always try to solve good number of online tests. So more and more you solve the online tests during the preparation period, it would help you your time management and reduce the stress level for the exam, because at the point of giving the exam, you're not thinking at that time, okay, I don't know this question, how to do the online exam, I am not aware of. And it will help you analyze yourself, and you are more thorough with everything, not just the topic, about how to appear the online test. You will be thorough with that, right? So with these guys, all the best for the exam. Be confident, be energetic, and try to utilize every second, every pulse of your time for the exam preparation. Okay. And that's all I would just tell you, that any point of time, if you feel like nothing I'm able to understand during the class, or some questions you have in your mind, you can always, speak with your teacher during the class. And we are also giving doubt sessions. If you feel anytime, okay, this topic I couldn't understand during the revision time when the teacher was teaching, then you can just come on and say, okay, on Sunday I am going to ask questions to the teacher. And every day be prepared for the next topic. Like tomorrow, Monday morning, the first topic is chemistry, states of matter. Go through every part of it today, so that when the teacher is teaching in the class, you're already aware, okay, I'm going to ask this question. Okay, it follows for maths also and for physics also. So just be active, be prepared, utilize every pulse of the time, and all the best. Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay.